Well done over the piece. Did you deserve it, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think the second half we were a little bit better. We played more, I think, a little bit of our game. It was tough, you know. They pressed us very high. It was difficult to play out. So yeah, we had to use Erling more than normal.
And tell us about the goal, your goal.
Yeah, a good pass from Jack, and yeah, I think it's the first one I ever scored with my right. So I'm pleased with that.
Erling Haaland would have been pleased with that.
Yeah, I think so.
Just tell us about what this represents, because you know the rivalry in the league right now. What boost might this give you for the match coming up in the league in particular?
Yeah, I think it's good, you know, especially after a tough period. But then after two good games before this one, it's good to carry on. And I think, yeah, we take this as obviously a tough opponent, and to win 1-0 at home, get through to the next round. And I think it gives us confidence for the next game and all the games to come.
Have we seen the best, nearly the best, close to the best of Man City this season?
No, I think there's still more to come. I think today was more about resilience. They're a very tough team, you know, they play very good football, and yeah, we stayed strong and made sure we didn't concede. I think that's also another side we have to show for ourselves.
Really well done tonight. You are the player of the match.
Thank you very much.
And the match winner too. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Roy, when you win a lot, you develop a nous and a wherewithal to get over the line in tight games. Is that what we've just witnessed?
That's exactly what we've seen, the experience they've had over the last few years, knowing how to win games, the experience, options off the bench. Just really one kind of relapse from Arsenal. They got punished for it. And also, it's good to win football matches when you're not at your very best. There is a lot more to come from City, I believe. I don't think they were their best tonight. But as we know in the Cup, it's about getting the job done, winning, and you're in the next round. As simple as that.
And Arsenal did well first half, but were you disappointed with what happened in the second half from them?
I think we got. Yeah, I think we didn't quite get at them enough. We didn't quite get the ball in that midfield area and get Saka going. Obviously, Saka went off. Martinelli came on off Trossard. I thought we'd done pretty well, but I didn't think we threatened them enough. I think when they scored, we seemed to get a little bit more ball, but they seemed to be in control of what we were doing. We didn't really threaten them as much as I thought we could have.
When you look at the goal, there was a party-sized hole, was there not, in the middle of the Arsenal midfield, which wasn't there in the first half when the Ghanaian was on the pitch?
Yeah, it did seem like when you see Alvarez there, it seems like who's picking him up, and obviously any striker worth his salt's going to turn and shoot. I think Jack Grealish's vision and capability of keeping the ball here and then noticing Aki like there, bam, that's brilliant. And that's a very, very good finish. It's a very calm. Look at the amount of space he's in. Someone's got to be there, whether it's Vieira, whether it's Lokonga. Someone's got to be.
That's too easy.
Closer. Right? Yeah, that was too much space.
I mean, it's easy to point the finger at Lokonga because he came on.
No, but there's obviously got some defenders back there. Brilliant, obviously, awareness there by Jack, and it's like a striker's finish. But the initial ball into Alvarez, I think Arsenal lost their shape for 10 or 15 minutes with maybe some of the changes. Taking nothing away, it's a brilliant strike into the obviously side netting. But just before that, almost just a lapse. They almost were just having a breather at the wrong time.
Yeah. Look at it again. Yeah. Again,
it's a carbon copy, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, again, you see the midfielder. He's just a little bit too far forward there. He's gone too far forward. So the ball, passing that ball through to that space is too much space.
It's just called a bit of communication from the centre halves to your midfielders. It just, as I said, they just had a kind of. They switched off for maybe 5 or 10 minutes around that time.
You saw it actually towards the end again, and Odegaard turned around as if to say to Lokonga, "You should be in here. You need to learn these things. You want to play at this level, basically."
But you see, with someone like Sam, he needs minutes. He needs to be playing. He needs to be able to understand and be more wary of where he is and what he needs to do, where he needs to be dropping into. You've got to kind of sense that danger, and that's why he needs the minutes in games of this quality, because that's where you learn.
But you hope at this age and at this level, they've already learned that part of the game. You know, it's a big concern.
The train's leaving, isn't it? If you're not on board, you'll be somewhere else. Arsenal only had one attempt on goal in the second half, which was Vieira's volley. Just after that goal, they did come very close, though, with some great defending as Nketiah sniffing out a chance, because actually the goal brought Arsenal out of their shell, didn't it, for the last 25 minutes?
They had to. They have to react. They're 1-0. They're going over the cup. You're expecting them to be some sort of reaction, but we were probably still expecting a bit more. But they showed 1 or 2 glimpses again. Some good play from Arsenal, as you'd expect. Great ball in. Brilliant defending. A little bit of luck. Yeah, a little bit of luck. He's got something on it. But that's you need more than that, to beat Man City.
Interesting. Trossard played really well. Martinelli signed a new 4.5-year deal today, and it's as if Martinelli's gone, Trossard's playing really well. This competition for places is going to bring out the best in me.
Yeah, but you say that, but like we're looking at Martinelli, who has been playing in this. Look at this is Kyle Walker he's taking on. He's been playing like this all season, and this is what we all notice is that Trossard is somebody that's not come here to bench warm. And what it will do, it will continue to make sure that the players know that you can't rest on your laurels. That's the main thing. That's what Arsenal need to continue to move forward.
And they've set such high standards over the last few months. I know it's a cup game to the league, so when you come and watch Arsenal, you are disappointed. Even though he's made a lot of changes, you are looking at him going, I thought we'd get more from Arsenal tonight, so they're disappointed.
It's gone the way of Manchester City this evening, the meeting of the top two in the FA Cup. City through to the 5th round by a 0-0, and an old friend of theirs, Alex in.
Best team win?
I were disappointed. I think we could have got much more from the game, but an action decided the game. It was a really tight match, really competitive game, and an action decided the game, and unfortunately we are out.
Yeah, what do you make of the goal from Arsenal's point of view?
Sorry?
What did you make of the goal from Arsenal's point of view?
Yeah, I think we could have defended that much better.
In what sense?
In the discipline that we need in the box to stay with our runners.
Is the frustration, especially in the first half, that the opportunities that you created, not taking them?
And even in the second half, when we had quite a lot of control of the game and we had big situations there, that we didn't put them away. And in those games, you need to do that.
What can you take from the performance, though, in terms of obviously the match with City in a couple of weeks' time? What do you need to take?
We can take a lot of positive. I think the way we approached the game and the way we competed in the game, it was really good because it's very against this incredible team, and we play face to face against them.
Yeah, it's a 6th defeat in a row against Manchester City. That's the hard stat, but do you feel you're closer than ever to them in terms of level?
Well, we are closer because in the last 2 games we played 94 minutes with 10 men. So
that's absolutely true.
That's a little bit difficult against this team.
It is, yeah. Overall, then, in terms of the confidence that you've shown, your team have shown, what do you need to take for the rest of the season in terms of building from this?
No, that in the big moments, in big matches, you have to make the difference, and that's how you win against these teams.
And tell us about Gabriel Martinelli. A new 4.5-year contract has been reported. Is that what's happening?
No, I don't talk about anything about our players till it's done.
Thank you very much, Mikel.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, he made the point that last season in the league games, Arsenal had a player sent off in both matches. On the evidence of what you've seen, are Arsenal closer to Manchester City than they have been?
Yeah, of course they are, because they're a lot more structured in what they're doing. Players know exactly how they're playing in the system of what he wants to play. And unfortunately today, you know, we see with City, when City play like that, they keep the ball. It's not as fluent as we've seen City, but they'll keep going, and they've got the capability of Jack, you know, doing that great bit of skill in there. Obviously, no pressure on the midfield. He's got his shot off, and you know, they show the quality in those areas, and you know that's what Arsenal are going to have to do at some stage when they play. I'll be looking forward to the league game simply because I think it's going to be a much more closer game, and I'm sure we're going to attack a lot more than we did tonight.
Yeah, and it was hard to gauge it tonight because of the changes Arsenal made even before the match. You're sending a message that this obviously is not your priority. Arsenal obviously want to get that league title.
He looked very disappointed, though.
Yeah, that's what a man happy to be out of the cup. Let's be honest.
This is what I'm talking about. When people talk about games in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, when you get beaten in a football match, you're going to feel that way. And tomorrow, the players are going to be down for the next few days. I know they'll recover. And if Arsenal want to win the league, they'll say, listen, we have to sacrifice this.
What did you underline to your team at half-time then that helped change the game?
Well, we realized that it was difficult to make the process because our man free was the keeper, and after you had to make an extra next line. But all the time with Erling against Holding or Gabriel or Saliba, so it's easy, not easy. But I think when the contribution, especially from Kyle when came in, and Bernardo was massive, was so important, and they help us to have more control of the game and play long balls a little bit better.
And Julian Alvarez comes on and helps make an instant impact, doesn't he, with the shot?
Yeah, as a guy who moves really well behind Kevin and make a really good the action, the goal. He came from him, and his presence without the ball, so with the ball. So yeah, Julian is the 2 games he played against the Spurs and today his contribution have been massive.
And tell us about Nathan Ake, match winner. I know he's had a very good season for you, but for him to be the match winner tonight and the goal itself.
He played good because he never complained. When last season didn't play much, always was a big face and always in the training and do it was really, really good. And if we are happy, there's no one person in the locker room that maybe, no, I don't think so, but no person is not happy for him. So make a good goal and control one of the dangerous players in the Premier League right now, like Saka. Is really good in the box, is really good in the duels 1 against 1, is so intelligent. So as a manager, one became manager to have players like Nathan. So he deserves all the good things in life and his profession and in his job.
Thank you very much. Well done.
You're very welcome.